guys, so jumping right into this video, I'm gonna start off with my brows. So today I really wanted to do like a really fun colorful brow, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I took Kat Von D Baja and Potion from Anastasia and mixed them together because one of them was too purple and one of them was too pink, so mixing them kind of got me the color that I really wanted. The only thing is that it did stain my brows really bad, but I loved how it turned out at the end of the day. So yeah, this was just really fun, and I just went in and filled them in like if I was using a pomade or a powder or a pencil. So once I'm done filling it in, I'm going to take my concealer, and this one is the MAC Studio Fix in NC40, and I'm going to also take a flat brush and carve my brow really nicely, and I'm going to be really careful not to mess the shape that I just got. And also I'm going to take this concealer as my eyeshadow base, so you will see me put it all over my lid. I love this concealer as an eyeshadow base because it really is like a matte finish. So it dries really quickly. I don't have to wait for it too long to dry, and it holds onto the eyeshadows really nicely. So now that my eyelids are nice and prime, I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm going to grab this really nice purple shadow and add it on the end of the brow. I just felt like it needed a little bit more definition, and I'm also going to grab the black eyeshadow from that same palette and add a little bit to the tail. Now this just adds a little bit more to the brow instead of it just being one color all around. So now taking the Zulu palette by Juvia's, I'm going to take this really nice purple and put this all on my crease with a pencil brush. Now I really want this to be really pigmented, so I'm going to pat it all over, and it's going to look really messy and crazy at first, but we are going to blend it out, so don't be scared of adding a lot of color on there. I did think it was looking a little too transparent, you can say, so that's why I decided to add the black on there as well, and the same motion, just patted it on. And after I'm done with that, we're gonna blend it out, but make sure you get the most color that you can. So once I'm done with that, I'm now grabbing a big fluffy brush with this pink shade, but for some reason I didn't like that it was getting too pink on me, so instead I grabbed the yellow and I liked it a lot better. So I just went back and forth, started to blend those harsh edges out, because you really want to make sure that everything looks gradient and you don't have like a line from where one color starts and the other one stops. So just going back and forth, and then I also do go back with the purple just to retouch. But as you can see, I really did like the yellow a lot better because I didn't want it to come out too pink. Using that pencil brush that I was using earlier, I'm going to take that same black from the BH Cosmetics palette and start putting that in the inner corner and the outer corner of my eye. Now, I really want this to be super intense, so I did add a lot. Again, the more color that you want, the more that you want to pat it on. After that, I did go ahead and cut my crease with the same concealer and this flat brush. Now, me personally, I really do like to cut my crease a little bit higher than where my actual crease is, and reason being is because I do want you to be able to see the colors when I do have my eyes open, so that's why I take it up just a tad bit higher. And now I'm gonna go ahead and soften out the outsides with the same purple that I was using from the Juvia's Place palette with a nice fluffy brush. Now for the fun part, guys. I really love a lime green with a purple. I just feel like they pair really nicely together. So I'm going to take this one from the BH palette and I'm just gonna pack it on. Now I did wet it a little bit with some all-nighter spray just to get a little bit more pigmented because I felt like it was just not going on the way that I wanted. So I did wet it. Now I'm going to take these two greens and I'm just going to mix them and start doing that on the outside of the lime green. Now this is just going to add a little bit more dimension, and it's honestly, the little details make such a difference, and I absolutely love how all of these three colors paired up. Now for a little bit of shimmer, I did grab the lime green from the Juvia's Place palette and start adding that in the center of my eye, and it just made it pop a lot more. Once I have all of those colors nice and put together, I'm going to go back with all of the colors that I had used before. So going in with that black and then going in with that purple just to blend everything together and making sure that everything looks nice and soft. So for my under eye, I did decide to add a little bit more color. So I'm going to start off with this Bobbi Brown pencil. I honestly thought it was going to be matte, but I didn't read it and it said a highlight color. So it did have a little bit of shimmer, but I'm just going to run that all throughout my waterline. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to grab the BH Cosmetics palette and grab this really nice orange and a little bit of that red shade and mix them together and put that right on top of that liner. Again, I did wet it just to make it go on a lot smoother. Now with a really nice shadow brush, I'm going to take that orange and that red and just smoke out my bottom lash line, just going back and forth. Now I did decide to take a little bit of that black and a little bit of that purple just on the outer corner. Not too much, just a touch of it, just because I do want the orange to pop a lot more. I did not want to wing it out for this look, but I did want to hide the lashes that I'm going to be wearing. So all I'm going to do is just run a liquid liner all throughout my lash line, and I'm going to do it really thinly. I don't want it too thick because I don't want to overpower that green that I have. Now these lashes are just from the beauty supply store from this brand called Miss 3D Lash. I believe that's what it is. As far as which style these are, I honestly have no clue. I throw away the box every time I use them and I forgot to check which number it was. But I would definitely recommend them. They do have some really nice styles. And this was my first time trying this specific lash. And I honestly loved how it looked. I felt like it really did complete the look really nicely. For my bottom lashes, I decided to grab this NYX mascara, and this one is in the lime green color. Um, I don't know how I felt about this, to be honest. I did like it, but in a way I didn't. I felt like I should have used a primer first just to make my lower lashes a little thicker. Then you would have been able to see the color a little bit more. But I did keep it because honestly it was just too late to take it all off, so I just rolled with it. And I did go back to that BH Cosmetic palette and I grabbed that highlight right next to the black, which has a really pretty green hint to it. And so I thought it was going to be perfect for this since I already have the green on my lid. And I just put it on my regular highlight areas, so my inner corner, my cheekbone, and underneath my brow. For my lips, I did decide to keep them dark, so I'm just going to go back to that same color that I had used on my brows. And this one is the Anastasia Liquid Lipstick in Potion, so I'm just going to take that and put it all over my lips. Once I'm done putting on my lipstick, I'm just going to go ahead and bathe myself with the all-nighter setting spray from Urban Decay, and that basically completes this look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I absolutely loved it. So if you guys want to see more looks like this, then just let me know on the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.